Hello, fellow duelists. This is Shadow of the Moon, and today I'm going to be doing a different kind of deck profile. I'm going to be doing a GOAT format deck profile based off of Archlord Zerato. So, about a month or so ago, I did a poll for the first time asking you viewers if you wanted to see an Archlord Zerato deck, a Guardian Angel Joan deck, or if you wanted to see a Shinato deck. And everyone mostly picked Archlord Zerato, so I'm going to be going and doing a deck profile on him. So, the main focus of the deck is to bring out Warrior of Zera using Reinforcement of the Army or just hard drawing into it. And then from there, using Sanctuary in the Sky and Special Summoning Archlord Zerato, which basically has the same effect as Lightning Vortex, which is completely wipes your opponent's field and is a very, very good card with 2800 attack and 2300 defense. So it's a very good card, and it's actually pretty easy to bring out. So I'm going to show you exactly how to bring out with this deck. So go ahead and enjoy the video. So first off, you're going to be running 2-0 Archlord Zerato. This card can only be special summoned by having Warrior of Zera basically on the field with Sanctuary in the Sky, and then by discarding a card, you can destroy all monsters on your opponent's side of the field. So a very, very deadly card, and a very good one. I love Archlord Zerato, and I wish that it would have gotten more support. There's really no way to build the deck per se, unless you have it focused around him. I've seen builds try to have him with agents or just with regular fairies, and the only thing you can really do is have a deck mainly focused around him. So then you have the 3 Warrior of Zeras. This is the next to DD Warrior Lady. This is the only other warrior in the deck, but we do have 2 Reinforcement of the Army to be able to bring him out. So obviously it's a 1600, but mainly in the deck is going to be in here using for that. And then 2 copies of your Air Knight Parsaf. Does piercing damage and also lets you draw a card when it does piercing damage or any kind of battle damage. Very easy to bring out. It's a level 5. And then you've got 1 Soul of Purity and Light. By banishing 2 light monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then you've got 3 Hysteric Fairies for the beaters. So I did try to incorporate a little bit of life gain. Not as much as my agent deck, but I did try to incorporate just a little bit. So basically, you tribute 2 monsters to gain 1,000 life points. And if you wanted to actually include this in like an agent deck, you could totally do that, because agents, you can just tribute the shine balls and then gain 1,000 for each of those. And then 1 Sword Priest, just to make sure that you kind of take care of all the goat control that people have and just attack all their opponent's monsters. And then you're going to have 3 Shining Angels. And the great thing about Shining Angels is this card can actually search for DD Warrior Lady, because DD Warrior Lady is a 1500 attack light monster. So this works really, really well. And then you have 2 Absorbing Kids in the Skies, which is a very good little tech card in the deck. I didn't want to take it out. I wanted to keep it in here for this because it does make sure you gain life points when it destroys a monster of a battle and sends it to the graveyard. And then you have the 1 copy of DD Warrior Lady. So this is going to help you kind of banish your opponent's monster. And then that's going to be it for the monsters. Let's move on to the spells and traps. So obviously you're going to have 3 copies of Sanctuary in the Sky and 1 copy of Terraforming. This is what's going to mainly make it to where you don't lose any life points when a fairy monster gets destroyed by battle, and this is also going to allow you to special summon your Archlord Zerato from the hand. Alrighty, and then you've got 3 copies of Cestus of Dagla, and this is going to increase a fairy type monster's attack by 500 points and also let you gain life points, so it's a very useful card. And then 3 Poison of the Old Man. This is going to allow you to gain 1200 or burn your opponent for 800. And then obviously 2 Rotos, because you're going to need 2 Reinforcement of the Armies to be able to search out your DD Warrior Lady. Then you're going to be needing 1 Graceful Charity and 1 Pot of Greed. I do not play Delinquent Duo in this deck because it's not really required. You don't really need to if you don't want to. And then we've got 1 Nobleman of Crossout, or sorry, 2 Noblemen of Crossouts, and then 1 Creature Swap. This is in here to take out your opponent's face-down monsters, and this in here to swap out for the agent, for the Shining Angel, to where you can kind of just ram into it and still special summon your DD Warrior Lady. And then this is going to be it for the traps. So obviously we've got 3 Royal Decrees. I focus on negating battle traps like Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction, yada, all that stuff to make sure that they can't do anything. And then lastly, to keep with the theme, I'm going to have 2 Dust Tornadoes. Alright, so that's going to be it for the deck profile. It was quick. I hope you enjoy. The deck is a lot of fun. It is kind of gimmicky in a way because unlike, in my opinion, unlike agents and stuff, which agents are a very good build, this focuses heavily on making sure that you have Archlord Zerato and having Warrior of Zera and everything, so you either have to hard draw into it or you have to kind of just, you know, you search for it using Reinforcement of the Army. But as a 2800, it's actually pretty good. Other than the Lightning Vortex effect, there's really no other effects that it has. But all in all, it's a great deck, and it's a lot of fun. And it's just, I wish that we would get Archlord Zerato support. I don't see that happening, but hey, it still looks cool nonetheless. So thank you so much for watching. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Later.